What's going on, everybody? Quancredible here to bring you the review for Black Clover not chapter. I always say chapter for some reason, but it's episode. I'm so used to doing chapter reviews, you gotta forgive me. But for Black Clover episode 141, and this episode makes me so mad. Like, it's a Golden Dawn episode, Golden Dawn themed episode, like around like my favorite squad, but it makes me mad still. I'm not going to get into it yet because I want to talk about the ending first. The whole ending outro. First off, the ending was actually hype. Like I really liked the song. I don't know if anybody has seen my opening review earlier today that I just put out. You can check that out if you want to. But I did do one for the opening, and I want to say the ending this time is actually better. Typically, I feel like the endings of Black Clover usually aren't as good as the opening, but I feel like this one is just as good, if not better. And I enjoy the visuals a lot. I'm just more of a fan of the more subtle things. But the visuals in the opening were really fire though, just with the whole captain battle. The reason this episode makes me so angry is I feel like the anime should have gave us this episode a long time ago. Like, they could have gave us this episode a long time ago as filler. Like, showing Yuno's growing relationship between the Golden Dawn, or at least an episode similar. I wish they would have gave us something like this a long time ago, because like this just means that like from joining the squad all the way up until like after the devil fight, he was kind of at odds with a lot of people, or not necessarily at odds, but just not really particularly super close. Like outside of Klaus and Mimosa, this just goes to show that he didn't really interact with a lot of people until more recently in the story, which just like, dang, I wish we could have seen more of that. And their dynamic is really funny. Like it's like, it's not the same as the Black Bulls by any means, but like there's kind of different character types. Now you could argue that some of them are a little bit more stale or bland. Like I feel like Latoli is a little bit more bland than I would have thought she would have been, and Sheeran of course is bland, but I mean, he just looks like he would be like not very exciting. But like David is funny. Like David, he's like the only fun one there. Alec Dora, like his character type is really like just fun to see him on screen. But at the beginning of the episode, we get like all of the Golden Dawn turning in their reports at the same time. And I want to say this is the first time that we've seen all 10 named Golden Dawn members on screen at the same time. Like all at the same time, which was really hype. I could be wrong, but I want to say this is the first time. But anyway, they get sent on a mission to Saucy Village, which is where Asta and them went on their first mission to slay some wild boars. And this part was hype because we got to see so many spells from the Golden Dawn. Like it's I don't even know where to start. Like I want to say Latoli, she didn't use her another atlas, which makes sense because we know that like since she was an elf, her another atlas spell was like way more powerful than what it normally would have been. So she had to stick to using her willful compass. We finally got to see David's magic in action, which looks like it just has like random destructive effects just off of dice rolls, which just seems crazy good or crazy bad depending on I guess if you just roll like multiple ones, that could be pretty bad, but for the most part it looks like it's pretty good. And then of course, outside of the spells, the main highlight of the episode just being like Alec Dora growing to change to like, I guess, be more accepting of which is better for him as a character and better for the squad. Towards the end of the first part of the episode, which is the Saucy Village stuff, I thought this part was really fun. Like when the little kid is like, oh yeah, when you guys go back to the capital, tell Asta that I'm going to become a magic knight, so he has to become the king, or the wizard king I mean. And it's like, oh yeah, I'll be sure to tell him. Like at first in my mind I was like, oh, that's really nice of to not like stoop down to a childish level and say he'll be the wizard king too. But then like seconds afterwards he's like, but no, Asta's not going to be the wizard king, it's going to be me. And I'm like, that is so personality, which was really fun. But in the second half of the episode, Vengeance and Langris send them off to another dungeon that's on the border of the Diamond Kingdom. Or not on the border of the Diamond Kingdom, but like near Kitten, close to the border. And like this part of the episode was really good to show like that Langris really has come to accept or at least if he doesn't all the way accept him, he at least acknowledges that what has done up until now is really impressive. But from the second half of this, like with them going to the dungeon where the bandits were, this part was really cool because we get to see like we've seen it earlier in the episode with Saucy Village, but we also got to see it again now that the Golden Dawn really like to plan things out. Like they drop down, they formulate a plan. Like, okay, we're gonna go in from the front, we're gonna go in from the top. Sheeran, you give us what it looks like on the outside, where everybody is at. Mostly you do everything, and you give us the blueprints for the inside. Like they really like they make sure they have their plans good before they go into anywhere. Because you already know if it was like the Black Bulls, they would just rush in all through the front door and just fight their way through with like, I mean, they would get through it, but like it would definitely be harder than it needed to be. So yeah, they easily dispatch of all of the fodder bandits, and they get to the main like the main chamber where it's a ex Magic Knight. They never said his name, I want to say, or what squad he was on or any of that. Just we know he was an ex senior Magic Knight, not even what rank in senior Magic Knight, which is interesting. For any of you who don't know, senior Magic Knight is the rank that vice captains are. So like, but in Black Clover, or at least not in Black Clover, but in the Clover Kingdom, it goes like 1 through 5. So you can be like a 5th rank senior Magic Knight or a 4th rank senior Magic Knight, so on and so forth, all the way to 1st rank senior Magic Knight, which is what the vice captains typically are. So we don't know if he was like on the lower end or on the higher end. I want to say out of the group that went there, Alec Dora is the only senior rank Magic Knight, but we know that titles necessarily don't mean too much in Black Clover, but it is kind of like a good marker to gauge someone, like just to have an idea. So it's really, he had a really interesting type of magic that I kind of wish we would have got more on. It's called Black Earth magic, which it looks like it's able to corrupt like the earth elements, and I'd imagine it would even be able to corrupt plant elements as well, just like because like if you have some type of corrosion corrupting type power on Earth, it's only natural it would affect plants in my opinion, but that's just my own personal headcanon for that one. But yeah, Alec Dora he gets clapped. He gets clapped, which is really funny, and he has this magic item that's able to absorb spells. So basically with his Black Earth magic, and he's powerful himself, he's able to block basically all of their attacks, and the attacks he is not able to block, he's able to absorb with his magical item, which is, you know, pretty decent combo. Now I was waiting on to do some crazy stuff like some mana zone or some spirit dive, spirit storm, all that, but like throughout the episode he never uses it, and I guess it just goes to show that he doesn't need it. Like because this guy, like, he's strong, I guess, but he's not on that level to where really need it to do all that. So I it's understandable that he didn't. I guess that's one of the things that I really am enjoying about the filler, is just seeing like how these like groups of characters are tackling different challenges within the kingdom, like almost seeing what day-to-day missions would be like, because we didn't get a lot of that. So like just seeing bandits use magical items, or this guy with his necklace that was enhancing his mana, or with that pot that was absorbing spells, it's just all really interesting to see. I like the moment where they all use their teamwork together to like break the ground, and then have Belle grab the actual pot. Like that part was really interesting, because I never really thought about Belle actually doing something in a fight, like not like, because she does do stuff, like she helps but her actually flying over there and grabbing the pot, that was interesting, because I was like, oh, I guess Belle could actually really do that. And then the whole like unspoken teamwork between Alec Dora and at the end, with Alec Dora getting his sand armor close just for to have the tornado inside of it to defeat the guy in the end. That was all, it was all done really, really well in my opinion. And then with the end of the episode, going back to like it parallels the beginning, how they all met up, but the interaction was awkward. In the ending, they all meet up, and they're basically inviting out, and he gets embarrassed, which is fun to see. I wish we would have got to see his face, like just have it be all red. I wish we would have got that, but it being implied is still good enough. All in all, I thought the episode was really good, like a 9 or 10 out of 10 for me, just because I'm a huge fan of the Golden Knight. I wish we would have got William and Langris on the squad too, but they were definitely not needed. And they would have honestly broken the entire mission. It wouldn't have even worked. But yeah, the episode was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I really hope we get more Golden Dawn themed episodes. Man, I wish we could have got this sooner in the anime, or just little episodes like this in the anime as filler. I feel like they would have been like the perfect filler for moments in the anime checking out, But aside from that, let me know how you guys feel about the episode down below. Did you guys enjoy it? Not really enjoy it? Are you guys fans of the Golden Dawn? Not really. I'm just really curious to know how you guys feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about the ending. Like I said earlier, the ending was fire. The ending was definitely fire. Like, probably, definitely my favorite ending so far. Like, easy. But yeah, outside of that, make sure you guys like and sub to the channel. I definitely appreciate all you guys' support. And outside of that, I will catch you guys tomorrow in my live stream. That'll be Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. We're going to be reading Burn the Witch on stream, so make sure you are there. But like I said, I'll catch you guys next time.